Well, howdy, Wasteland. You've tuned in to the season 2 of the Wild Wastelanders Wednesday podcast. I'm your host, Marty the Nuka Boy, and I sit down with other Fallout creators where we discuss at length collecting, prop making, cosplay, and everything else that goes under the Fallout umbrella. So, without further ado, let's dive into the episode and have a nice listen or watch.
Love playing Xbox was always my thing, and whenever Fallout 3 came out on Xbox, I honestly had heard of the games, but had never played them at all. And just the first time I bought it and played it, just got lost in it. Fallout 3, wandering through like the Capital Wasteland, checking out the games. In fact, I was even doing a replay of it here recently. I've been replaying back through it because I just love that game so much.
All right, howdy, Wasteland. It's Marty the Nuka Boy here, and I'm happy to bring you these once again, or in this case, one-on-twos, because I'm going to be bringing you someone that you might have seen before. I'd be very surprised if you haven't. So for today's episode, I'll be talking to Mike from Punchitgraphics and Melissa, who runs the account Atomicmissycosplay. And here they are. How are you guys doing?
Good, Marty. Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for being here. I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a while now.
Yeah. So we're glad to be on. So yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. We're just talking in the pre-show real quick. How's the snow treating you?
It's definitely cold. Like 7 degrees out right now, I think it is. So we got like a foot of snow on the ground too. So, and our office is outside, like in my garage. So we had to trek through the snow to come out here to be able to do the podcast and stuff. So.
And then yesterday, our oldest daughter, Danielle, she was like, "Mom, get in your vault suit. Let's do some content." And so that was crazy. I did some snow angels, and I
saw that.
It was a good time.
Just nice pictures.
Yeah, we got some great pictures, and so it was really cool because it's so cold that the snow is like super hard. It's really cool.
Like dusty.
It's dusty snow. Yeah.
Well, you got to work with what you got. I mean. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter, right?
Exactly.
Warmer than this one,
right? I saw somebody posted it on Instagram just the other day, and they were just kind of like mocking it, like because it was like a foot of snow. It was like, this is not quite what I signed up for,
Yeah, it's like no who's been wishing for this?
Right,
it's cold.
Right, yeah. Now turn it off.
Yeah.
But. No, it's great. I mean, you guys, are, the pillars of the Fallout community. I mean, you've been running the con circuit for quite a while, So, it's funny because there's a funny story, and I think Cam has a similar one, because I want to say 2 years ago when you guys were at LA Comic-Con. Like, we all bought stuff from you guys, from your booth, and then we didn't realize that until way later, like when you were posting pictures and everything. And I got the Dean FBI badge here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, we bought both of them because one of our friends, I mean, she's a big-time Supernatural fan, so we gave her the Sam one. And so, cool. I was putting, two and two together, and I'm like, it's those guys,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But it's funny. But no, I mean, your booth is always so impressive, and I mean,
thank you.
You do many more things other than Fallout, especially on the poster scene, and I mean, everything is just so great. And just real quick here, I mean, you're one of the handful of people that actually inspired me, to have my hand at, some poster art here and there.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
That framed at our home. We have yours in our home, we have it framed in our home. So thank you
awesome.
so much.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you. But I always enjoy seeing, what other people do, either as a hobby or, I mean, you've been doing it for a while. like how long have you run Punchitgraphics for now?
I've been doing that now for probably 11,
Mm-hmm.
12 years, somewhere right around in that range.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I've been doing the conventions and stuff for about 10 years
Mm-hmm.
now. I kind of started dabbling with some like t-shirts and
Mm-hmm.
little designs and stuff years ago at home, just kind of as a hobby. And then it eventually did turn into a business for me, which
Right.
has been incredibly rewarding for sure.
Right. It's always fun when it turns out that way, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'll say a lot more about this than Mike will. It's exciting. I mean, he and I have been together since we were 17.
Oh wow,
The
congrats.
movies that we've watched together,
Mm-hmm.
and now that he does this full time,
Mm-hmm.
the hours that he has played Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
And now this is like part of our life. It's exciting. And it's just really exciting. I love going to the cons
Mm-hmm.
because people will come and they'll be like, oh my God, this is so great. And if somebody's wife, I can be like, yeah. I remember stepping out of the theater the first time that we saw Starship Troopers and Mike being like, oh my God. And it's like, wow, this movie is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And now he has artwork and people cosplay. And it's just a really cool. I love the con so much. And it's just such a great way to meet people and to
Mhm.
meet up with people that you follow online. I love that so much. Yeah, it's really great. But I'm a really proud wife, and I love talking about Mike and what he does.
That's
So
awesome. That's awesome. And I mean, you kind of have to have that dynamic, right? I mean, like loving it is a prerequisite. I mean, this is not something you do just, as a means that pays the bills. I mean, you have to have the passion. I mean, you definitely seem
Yes,
to have that. Because I mean,
for sure.
like last year was kind of the first year for me where I attended maybe 4 or 5 cons, but I mean they're pretty evenly spread out throughout the year.
Yeah.
I mean, how many cons do you guys do on your circuit? I mean,
We usually do anywhere between 20 and 25 a year. And then we've
right.
got a rep out west that does like 5 or 6 a year for us
Mm-hmm.
too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a lot and it's a
Right.
lot of work.
But we
I
don't do as many as some. I mean, there's some people
Mm-hmm.
that are out every
every
single
single
weekend
weekend.
Yeah,
doing them.
that's
So we
crazy.
do maybe 1 or 2 a month, which
Uh-huh.
is so it's nice to have a
Yeah.
little home time too.
And summers are a real busy time when we do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is a really like downtime for Mike right now. We don't have a lot going on,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
Right.
I didn't have
Um,
a single one in January,
yeah,
so it's been nice just being home. So
Right.
yeah, I've enjoyed that.
um,
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, logistically, it's a lot of driving around, right? Because
Oh yeah,
you drive. I
a
mean,
lot of
it's
driving, a little
countrywide.
flying,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
all over.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have all your product that you have to take
Right.
with you. And like this year, I did Salt Lake all by myself. I
Mm-hmm.
had 3 big giant suitcases. I love Salt Lake City. I love the people there. They were so helpful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot to get. I mean, I think sometimes people don't realize when they're going to cons, everything behind it. I
Yeah.
mean, we have 3 huge tubs of prints.
Mm-hmm.
And one year I spilled those in the middle of the road.
Oh no.
And yeah, it was bad. And 3 Jedi Knights helped me put
Yeah.
everything back up.
They use their hands though, not
Yes,
the force.
I
but,
wish.
yeah.
But no, it's just it's a lot of work, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of fun too, and
Mhm.
it's a big payoff. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I got to meet Danny Trejo. I mean,
I
you know,
mean,
just all the different stuff.
there you
It's just
go.
it's a lot of fun. It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of fun,
For sure.
and I see a lot of art. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of
Amazing art, yeah.
amazing art out in the Comic Cons.
Isn't there?
Artist Alley needs a shout out.
Yeah, for
Head
sure.
to Artist Alley first. There are amazing kids there right now.
I mean, I agree, and I mean, I say it all the time. I mean, besides their interaction with cosplayers, artists, or what have you. I mean, the Artist Alley is just the number one reason why you stick around at a con for so long, at least for most people that I know, because it's such a variety of like you said, art, different products, what people make, costumes, props, and all that.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, I mean, books, comic books, and what have you. It's just amazing. And I mean, yeah, some of the bigger cons. I mean, the artist alleys are. I mean, they're huge.
Insane, yeah.
It's just, and it's like elbow to elbow. Like you're just
Yeah.
kind of inching your way
Yeah.
through. And I mean, that's probably the number one reason, like why my hips are screaming at the end of the day, because like I am not built for slow walking, right? So it's like
Oh,
that slow
yeah,
inching forward in the crowd
Mhm.
is just
yeah,
like because you're not going slow, but you're not really going fast. It's just and
yeah.
with
You're
all the
just kind of moving.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and with all the kit up on me, which is not
yeah.
particularly
Mhm.
heavy, but it's like when you're just like I can stand for hours and I can walk for hours, but like
Yeah.
this always just kills me.
Yeah.
But
Those
but
concrete floors don't help either.
No.
right, right,
Yeah.
yeah. There's definitely no shock absorption or anything like
Uh,
that. But I mean, it comes with the territory. It's
yeah.
that's the con experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
um,
And they're good and they're a lot of fun.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's definitely a lot of pros versus the cons. No
Oh,
pun
Few
intended.
cons,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. So let's pivot here a little bit. What
Mhm.
got you into Fallout in the first place?
Okay. I'll tell you what actually got me into Fallout was I was just in general just a gamer.
Hmm.
Loved playing Xbox was always my thing, and whenever Fallout 3 came out on Xbox,
Hmm.
I honestly had heard of the games, but had never played them at all. And just the first time I bought it and played it, just got lost in it. In
Hmm.
Fallout 3. Wandering through like the Capital Wasteland, checking out the games. In fact, I was even doing a replay of it
Hmm.
here recently. I've been replaying back through it because I just love that game so much.
Nice.
And yeah, that's what really got me into it was that. And I've always loved like the artwork aesthetic in it
Hmm.
too. I love that kind of retro futuristic vibe that all the games have.
Hmm.
And that just really caught my attention because I've always loved old propaganda. I've always loved old movie posters
Hmm.
and just the type of artwork they have featured in the games as you're wandering around are just really interesting just to stop and look around and check that out. And that's one of the first games I really experienced where I got lost more in the surroundings of the game than the actual gameplay.
Hmm.
So yeah, just super love that game. And as far as the business goes, just being out at conventions and talking to people, you just start figuring out kind of what fandoms are that you like and what you have in common.
Hmm.
And I made a Nuka-Cola print that was really well received, and I was like, I should try to make some more of this stuff. And yeah, now I've got probably 30 some Fallout, different pieces that I've made.
Right.
So yeah, I love creating in that world. I love creating things that look like they come out of that
Hmm.
universe. And of course, love anytime I can hop in and play for a little while. That's always a bonus too.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, you hit it on the head because I was just talking to somebody else just the other day, and it might have been actually one of the after shows where we talked about the posters in the show, and I mean, so the way I watch it, I usually do. When I watch it for the first time, I do it all the way through, and then I do a second, run, and I just pause. I freeze frame, and I just
Yeah,
take it all in. Get all the Easter eggs, all the callbacks, and everything. And so the posters, I mean, some of them are just like, 1-to-1 from the game, like New
oh
Vegas
yeah,
or whatever. And it's just like so nice to see that they drop in all these clues, all these little Easter eggs. So I totally understand it. And I mean, same here. Oftentimes, when I play the game, I just kind of wander around, especially in 76 now, and with the newest
yeah,
update, I just stare at the sky. And you see the northern lights or whatever, but just like you said, the overall aesthetic
yeah,
is just amazing. And because I think, I mean, just being a model maker and prop maker, it is incredibly hard to especially if you're building like a diorama or whatever, to randomize things, to fill it with scatter, so it feels so natural and so lived in and so believable. And I think like these games are just full of that, and they replicated so well in the TV show too.
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
And it's yeah, like the overall aesthetic, and like each game installment has its own, right? Like Fallout 3 was more like on the greener side.
Yeah,
New Vegas is like kind of yellow or tannish, so it's just
yeah.
like they all have their own thing. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Well, it's really cool seeing the artwork in the show. I don't know his exact name, but I follow him on Instagram. I think it's Bryn70,
Uh-huh.
who did the artwork for Fallout New Vegas, and then he will do a Instagram post after the show talking about it, and I have been so fascinated by that. I am so in love with the show right now.
Yeah. What to put it in the comments or something, his account to make sure he gets credit, because he has some amazing stuff.
It's just gorgeous, and it's just. The show is so cool.
I agree.
I've been losing my mind about Ron Perlman. I was so excited to hear his voice.
Yeah, she's a big Sons of Anarchy fan.
Yes, I am. And Beauty and the Beast.
Right.
I've been a long time Ron Perlman fan. So that was so exciting to hear him and to know that he's going to be in the show.
Yeah, that was definitely, and I think we were all kind of like we've been waiting, right, for his entrance into it.
He did that. He did that interview like last summer, and he kind of teased it a little bit. So it's been waiting. So that was so cool to hear his voice. It was so cool.
How much do you think he got paid this time? Do you think it was $80 and 2 sandwiches, or?
I'm thinking, hopefully he got something.
They got a foot long, maybe.
Right.
I'd say he made significantly more.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I don't think he realizes how much of an impact he's had over the years,
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. Probably not at all.
I think it's kind of a theme, between, or like among these greats, where it's just like they do a project, but they're not really like that infatuated with it like we are, but it's like, it kind of reminds me of like what Walton Goggins said, that he has no desire to play the games, because like he wants to go in so untainted and so fresh. And the fact that he can do that without even, having been exposed to any of it, I mean, it's just amazing, and just, goes to his prowess as an actor. And
he's pretty incredible anyway. Even without Fallout.
For sure. That is for sure. But so Melissa, what was your gateway to Fallout?
I am a gamer's wife. He was my gateway to Fallout. I can't think. I mean, hours and hours and hours spent on the couch watching him play, reading the lore. I'm not a gamer. I like to play. The last game I was really good at was probably Tetris. I mean,
he was crazy good at Tetris.
I was crazy good at Tetris. I really like Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, Shelter.
I enjoy New Vegas. But I'm not the gamer, so I got really excited that I was able to cosplay when the show came out, because I wouldn't cosplay Fallout before, because I told Mike, I was like, I'm not a poser. So I was super excited when the show came out and I was able to cosplay Fallout, because it's been in our lives for so long.
I mean, that all valid points, I think that's, I mean, the show undoubtedly brought a whole new audience into the universe, and I think that's great. I always say, like, it doesn't matter how you got here. The most important thing is that you're here, and no elitism, nothing like that. I mean,
no gatekeeping.
No gatekeeping either. I totally hate that. So for everybody out there, if anybody has any questions, just ask away. I'll answer it. Because that's the community building that we for sure need. I think now more than ever, and I'm not about that at all. Because I mean, me personally, I haven't played the original games either. I have them 1 and 2, and a couple of the other ones. Bought it as part of a bundle or something like that.
Yeah.
But and I really do like that. What do you call it? That isometric style of games, strategy type games. I really do enjoy it. So I'm just looking for the excuse and the time to dive into that, But so, because like my official entry into the Fallout universe was, I did play 3 briefly in college. I don't remember much of it, but Fallout 4 was basically it for me. So I played that ever since it came out. Yeah, and it was like it was crazy, because at that time, I was up in the mountains, working long days or whatever. And I had just gotten myself a new gaming laptop, and a coworker was like, "You got to play Fallout," because he was pushing two games. He was pushing Fallout 4 that was about to come out
Yeah.
and Skyrim, but he was like,
Okay.
play Fallout because it's released by Bethesda too, same engine or whatever. Like you love it, so I was like, okay, great. But I didn't get to
Yeah.
play it until about 2 or 3 weeks after it came out because I just had no time, right? And so when I finally did, I think it was Christmas break of 2015, finally got home and I didn't put it down. What felt like, eternity. I was just like,
Oh yeah.
I dove into it. The outside world didn't exist, at that moment. And I was just, grinding away. And ever
Oh
since
yeah.
then, it was like, okay, I'm in, you know, and that was it. So, and it's interesting, asking people and just kind of learning about people, what their official entry was into the Fallout universe, because I mean, there are people out there, that played everything that ever came out. They know
Oh
the
yeah.
lore and stuff like that. And I totally understand it because I'm a huge Star Wars fan too, right?
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
I'm like ask me about like races, alien races and the different classes of the vehicles and starships and everything. Like that's
Oh
me.
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Oh
Fallout,
yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I still need to get a grasp of the earlier games and the lore, but
Yeah.
well,
See, Star Wars was my first fandom
mhm,
love too.
mhm,
Was Star Wars, of course. Yeah, and I'm kind of the same as you in that. I
mhm.
think. Love Fallout too, of course, but
Yeah,
yeah, Star Wars is a big one for me.
for sure. It's a good franchise.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. Um, so how are you guys with collecting? Are you big collectors, like of the official
We
merch
do a
or?
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't call it a collection.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff that we have. I mean, that's
Right.
like the crazy thing. I see everybody's collections on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram and they're so beautifully curated and everything's so
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. And
Mm-hmm.
then our stuff is just everywhere. Really, I mean, it's just
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. And Mike has some display pieces
Mm-hmm.
in his office and stuff, but I don't really call it a
Mm-hmm.
collection. I have really some treasured objects. There's stuff that we have that we've had for 11 years that
Mm-hmm.
is we have a Nuka-Cola bottle that Jesse from Wasteland
Exports.
Exports
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
made and gave to Mike.
Yeah.
And
We'll tag him too.
yeah,
Yeah.
please do because it is
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. Mike made those and sold them, and when he saw that, he said, "Never
Yeah,
again."
I stopped making them
Never
after I saw how
again.
beautiful his was that he made. I was like,
And I
okay, this
mean,
guy's way beyond what I can do,
Uh-huh.
And
yeah, it's
yeah,
gorgeous.
beautiful work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is probably one of my more favorite pieces that we got is that
All right.
Nuka-Cola bottle.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and yeah.
That's awesome. And of course it has to be the Nuka-Cola, right?
Oh
Of
yeah,
course,
classic
of
Nuka. Yeah,
course.
for sure, for sure.
I mean, come on. Like it's such a ubiquitous object, or a brand. I mean, it's who doesn't love some Nuka-Cola, like nice room temperature flat Nuka-Cola.
Yeah, 200-year-old.
Yeah. But that's awesome. And I mean, I totally get, I would call it like a working collection because it's, part of the active decor, and I totally get that because that's kind of what I do with props a lot of the times. I just kind of have it laying around, and it just kind of becomes part of the aesthetics. Kind of like what you see in the games. It's just like there's a bottle of Buff Out, laying in the corner or something like that, and that's just what it is. I mean, like you said, some of the collections are incredibly gorgeous and curated, and they rival some museums, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
One of the things that we have, Mike actually has it here. It's his desk, but it's an NCR flag
mhm,
that he burnt up, and it
mhm.
was above our headboard for a long, long time.
The
And it's
original's
like,
a wall hanging.
yeah,
Nice.
and now it's a desk. But it's like that's kind of the stuff that I would think that our
Mhm.
collection. I mean, it's just
Yeah, it's stuff that a lot of it's stuff that we've made. Like I've
Mhm.
also got a Nuka-Cola Caparama, which is like a
Oh, I
Plinko
I
for
love that
Nuka-Cola
one.
caps.
I love
Yeah,
that
they
one.
bounce down through there.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. That's just kind of a fun one that's just sitting over on the shelf right now, and
Mm-hmm.
we take it to conventions every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just kind of a fun little toy to have here at home.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. I feel that because a lot of my pieces, I for the lack of a better term, I play with it, right? Like I use the mugs,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I take it out for a spin. I incorporate it in my cosplay too, like the mini
yeah,
bears, the keychains. I mean, they live on my bag right now. They got incredibly wet and dirty at
yeah.
Good Springs and
I
whatnot.
bet.
But
I
it's
bet.
just but it's just part of it, you know. Like I'm not cute with a lot of my collectibles. Like I use the Pip Boy too. Again, got wet. Testament to its quality because it survived and still works. There you go. Um,
I fell in the snow with this.
there you go. So and it's just I've always been that way. I'm not really a purist when it comes to Funkos. I do take them out of the box because let's face it, I'm never gonna sell that stuff. So I don't buy it
Mhm.
for its value. I've never been like that. Even like I've tried a couple times with like
Yeah.
magic cards or whatever. I'm happy to report that I've sold all of one collector's box that I got really cheap at Target one time. We got
Yeah.
two or three, kept the rest, sold one, turned some profit, but that was about it. Because
Mhm.
like it's just I can't let go of that stuff. I don't buy it, for the purpose of turning it into profit. I just can't.
Yeah, I get emotionally attached to this
Hmm.
stuff. I have a hard time just thinking about buying something, just turn around and sell it. So
Right.
yeah, I understand that, Marty, for sure.
The
Hmm.
boxes of Star Wars action figures
Uh
that
huh.
we have.
Yeah,
Right.
Yay.
that was when I realized that like a lot of that stuff's never going to be worth anything. Whenever back in the '90s when I bought like
Hmm.
all the Power of the Force Star Wars
Hmm.
characters that were back then, the ones that looked almost like He-Man type
Hmm.
characters, and now they're all sitting in a box, probably not even worth what they were worth back then. So yeah,
Right.
definitely collecting this stuff. I'd rather take it out and enjoy the stuff. So
Hmm.
you're right.
Well, it's just like, I mean, I look at it from, like a practicality standpoint too, because I mean, you accrue, a couple hundred of those Funko boxes, and it's like, where the heck do you put it? Do you line the
Where do you
wall
trim
with it?
it?
Yeah,
you
little
know?
storage unit. Yeah,
Yeah. And so, I mean, yeah, I get it. They get dusty and whatnot, but it's just like, I don't know, like every once in a while when you have to dust it all off, it just kind of gives you a reason to handle it, look at it, appreciate it a little
Yeah.
more, and you just kind of, you get to know what it is that you actually have, because sometimes it can get drowned out in the hordes of collectibles on the shelves or whatnot.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, it is nice when it can be nicely displayed. I mean, I just not too long ago, I got me one of those glass cabinets, and I put basically virtually all the Nuka Cola stuff that I have in that
nice.
cabinet alone. So it's just like a Nuka Cola, glass cabinet. I mean, it looks nice,
Mhm.
but I still take stuff out of it, when I
Yeah,
need it, or shoot a video or whatnot. So it's just like it's constantly being handled and appreciated, and I'm totally
yeah,
fine with it.
that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do that.
Yeah.
um, we kind of touched on it earlier when it comes to cosplay. Uh, Mike, any plans of doing cosplay
We'll
officially,
see.
or
We'll see. There's a possibility.
so
We
something in the
did
works?
recently get a 3D printer,
Oh,
and
nice.
you want to grab your little thing we just made?
Yeah.
Here's one little surprise here.
Here we go. This is why you folks should watch this stuff, not just listen to it. There we go. We got
Yeah.
some NCR
Turn it around
helmets.
so I can see the back of
Oh,
it.
nice. That's
Your little
nice.
Atomic Missy
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We definitely have
That's
plans for
gorgeous.
Missy,
Uh-huh.
and for myself, I don't know. We'll see. I've definitely got some thoughts of some things. We're hoping that we'll get into both the Good Springs this year and
Hmm.
also the one of the East Coast one, Sutton,
Oh, right.
where
The one in May.
yeah, that one, West Virginia. So yeah, we're
Uh-huh.
hoping to get into both of those this
We've
year.
applied for both, but we've not
Yeah.
heard back yet.
So hoping
Uh-huh.
to get into those, and then we're hoping to get. There's also one in 2027, the Power Armor
Armor.
Fan Festival.
Uh-huh.
That I've actually been in contact with them. We should hopefully be at that one as well. So
Nice.
yes, we'll see. Maybe there'll be a surprise at one of those. So
Nice. All right. I'm excited now. And
yeah.
we'll be make sure to ring up Old Man Liver to get you guys in there.
Oh heck yeah. Yeah,
Um,
everybody starts sending him.
No.
right?
Just
Everybody spam him.
yeah, spam
No,
him to get
no.
us in. No, we're really hopeful. We are hopeful we'll get in. So we think we got a good good quality products and stuff, and good relations with the community and stuff. So we're hopefully it will be favorable.
Yeah,
to get
and
in.
if he doesn't get in as a vendor, I might just show up.
Yeah,
Right.
She may just go. So yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, don't have to tell me twice, right?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And I mean those the Fallout Fan Celebration. I mean, I've gone to two of those now.
Yeah.
So 2024 was our first time, and I mean it was just such an experience, you know.
No, I bet.
It was like you're in the game, but it's also funny, and we were just talking about it too. It's so weird to have a bunch of the Legion cosplayers talk to like NCR Rangers,
Yeah.
like sworn enemies, but they're just like huddled up and chilling and talking to
We're
each
just
other,
hanging
no
out.
problem.
Yeah.
And then they head up the Benny Hill, to kind of like recreate the battle or whatever they have. Like what feels like hundreds of them up there every year. They did it again this year, despite the
Yeah.
crappy weather. I mean, we got totally rained out. But
Yeah, we've enjoyed watching all the
Yeah.
footage and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
from that. And we would like to have attended in the past. But we've always had conventions those
hmm
weekends, so it's always been one of those things where we've been. In fact, last year we were double booked for the
hmm
same weekend. So this year it looks like it's going to work out. We're going to be free, so we definitely hope
hmm
to go. But yeah, we loved watching all the videos of the people, everybody going up the hill, and just people
hmm
hanging out and stuff. Hated that y'all had poor weather this year for that. That's not a good thing. But
yeah.
everybody looked like they're still having fun though.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the desert. I mean, the year before that, the nights were pretty cold. I mean,
Yeah,
for the area, I'm sure you guys would have been all right.
yeah,
But camping out in the desert, you got to make some preparations for sure. you
yeah.
know.
I would say, yeah,
But no, I mentioned it before. I think the weather being what it was, it just kind of brought out the best out of everybody. Because everybody was just miserable together, and
yeah,
had to enjoy it. Despite
yeah,
the downpour, and everybody just kind of springing to action. When the booths were getting flooded, and so you have the entire NCR troop there. They just kind of they were right next to one of the tents that was getting like badly flooded, so they just
yeah,
they got up, started digging out diversion trenches and laying
yeah.
down sandbags and whatnot. So it was really nice to see, and just everybody just kind of providing shelter for all the people that were just completely soaked or had
Yeah.
wardrobe malfunctions and stuff like that. So it was really nice to see. And despite all that, the cast and crew rolls up right in front of the saloon, and yeah, the rain doesn't matter all of a sudden. you know
Let me ask, was that a surprise? Did you guys have any idea that was going to happen
we had
there? Or?
no idea. The only one that knew was Old Man Liver, so he had to keep it a secret.
Yeah. Wow.
Before his staff and everything, which was incredibly hard. I'm sure, I can imagine. And so when
Yeah.
they finally showed up, it was because prior to that, we learned about the little Amazon booth that they had, the Rad Roach races,
Yeah.
or
That looked
whatever.
cool.
Yeah, so that was like an official Amazon, kind of uh, attraction or activation. And
Yeah.
so we had just gotten there on that Saturday morning, and shortly after that, everybody just started screaming, and hollering, and I'm like, "What the heck is going on?" Because
Yeah.
a bunch of our people were already inside in the saloon, and then we just see, Goggins and Aaron and Jonah just kind of walking through, and I'm like, and it was funny because just the night before, we were at camp, and I was telling the guys, I was like, like this event is gaining some traction. I would be surprised if a year from now or a couple of years from now, the cast shows up, and sure
Yeah.
enough, the next morning we get two out of the main three. We got the director, and on top of
Yeah.
all the special guests that were already announced, like which were other
That's cool.
actors, voice actors, and whatnot. So I mean, they really went to town when it comes to the special guests, which made it all the more bitter, missing out on the VIP tickets and all that.
Oh, I
But
bet. Yeah.
it was still great because
Yeah.
I mean, we got to see so much and so many people, and this year was uh so much different from the year before, because like all of a sudden, I've had another year of, like making all these connections and like getting to know more people, and all of a sudden, like, people are coming up, trying to take photos, and like we're all recognizing each other, and it's something I'm still getting
Yeah.
used to, and it just feels warm and just nice.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
cool.
It's a community.
yeah.
It's a community, and that's what's so great about it. It's a community of
hmm
people that support each other, and I love it.
hmm
And I really love the Fallout community on Instagram. That's where I'm
Hmm.
most active,
hmm
and it's great. And I just can't support it enough. And
And you've been doing that across all your accounts, and it's highly appreciated, and it like that can never be overstated. And um, thank you so much for that.
well, I really enjoy cosplay.
hmm
I enjoy it on so many different levels.
hmm
My niece Ariana Goffine,
hmm
I believe she founded her cosplay club when she was in high school. I was
Nice.
driving down the street one day. I see this group of high school students, and I pull over, and it's my niece, and I'm like, "What is this?" And she's like, "This is cosplay." And it's been such a big part of the convention scene,
hmm
and it's so much fun. And I think it's such a great way for people to express themselves.
hmm
And I just can't say that enough. I wish I could remember the cosplayer who actually had this in their post, but make every part of your cosplay matter to you.
hmm
And I think about that a lot, and I hope everybody else does too. And I wish I could give credit to the Instagram account that I
hmm
read that, because I love it. I love people being expressive in ways that are
hmm
personal to them, and then being able to share it with other people.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, that's such a valid point, and it's so important to mention that every chance you get, because it's like you said, it's expressive, right? It could be meaningful to different people for different reasons, right?
Yes.
It's such a getaway from the everyday life, and when things might not go your way, or it's just really hard, or you're having a hard time in the real world, and when a couple times a year, or even once a year, you get to put on your favorite cosplay, or whatever it is,
Hmm.
and just escape that chaos. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it, I there's not an explanation for it. It just takes you someplace,
Yep. Sure. Yeah.
and
And it's a lot of fun. I mean, when we
mhm.
were living out in Oregon, I was asked a couple times to do children's birthday parties and Fallout
Oh, there you go.
cosplay.
Nice.
And I didn't do it because we were moving back to Indiana, and we weren't going to be there. But I mean, that kind of stuff, I would have done it. And I
hmm
think it's a lot of fun. And
Hmm.
it's really just so creative to
hmm
watch people's cosplay develop. I've watched yours change and
Hmm.
grow since I followed you,
Uh-huh.
and it's just a really cool thing. And I think especially for guys, it's such a cool way to be able to, you know, be out there and to be creative and artistic. I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, no, no,
But,
no.
I love watching the cosplay journeys, I guess is what
Right,
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
right, and I mean that's why I enjoy so much doing these one-on-ones because everybody's journey is different, right? So every time I reach out to people, it's basically like kind of when I hit you guys up, it's talking about this and that, but all in all, it's how has your Fallout journey been? Because that encompasses so much, because it means different things for different people, right? Some people are really only into the cosplay aspect of it. Some people are more on the collector's side, and that's great. Because
Yeah.
like I said, I like listening to the different stories and just listening to how the journey's been for them. And I mean, I'm still pretty new to the cosplay community. I mean, I've been doing it formally for about 2 years now, right?
Okay.
And it's just, but it's like I'm fully locked in, right? It's just like once that world just kind of opened up to me, and I finally, made the switch, or got into it. It was like you said, the creativity that goes into it. I mean, all of a sudden it's just like a whole new world, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I I always thought it was pretty cool. I never thought of myself as somebody that would one day do that.
Mhm.
Not that I would feel um out of my element or embarrassed or anything, but it was just like it just never was a part of my life before. And it
Yeah.
was I want to say, because we got our first San Diego Comic-Con tickets in 2024, I believe, after like 10 years of trying, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, like let's really do something, this time around. Because I mean, we would always do the outside stuff, the outside activations, like anywhere you could
Yeah.
get for free, like we would always go. And so it always throw on like some sort of Marvel shirt, Star Wars shirt, what have you, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, so like this time we got, I think we had 2 day tickets, like Thursday and Friday or whatever. And so
Yeah.
that's when that was when the suit idea really came into play, and it was really, I mean, I've told that story before, but it was really
Mhm.
sparked up by a random guy on the internet wearing a red jumpsuit with and I think he had something Nuka-Cola in the back, and I mean he had a Pit
Yeah.
Boy and whatnot, like really simple. But I'm like, you know what? I can do that. Like that's simple enough, because I had never put together a cosplay before, uh, besides my Ren Fair pirate costume
Okay.
or whatever, So that was
Yeah.
like the very first step into like dressing up.
Yeah.
I'll circle back to that later, but yeah. So I was like, okay, like I can probably get a red jumpsuit, off of Amazon,
Mhm.
which is what I ended up doing. I'll make some props, so I ended up 3D printing that Pit Boy, the Thirst Zapper. I already had a hat, so I'm like, I, like I created an original character, right? Essentially,
Yeah.
like this is something that people will recognize, because the suit actually has a lot of transfers on it, right? Like iron-on transfers. Like there's a huge one
Okay.
in the back,
Yeah.
both shoulders. I have patches on the chest. None of which can be seen now because it's all obscured by
So
the armor and everything else.
Yeah.
So I kind of replicated what's on the suit on the
Yeah.
armor.
I see.
Um, but yeah, that's been an evolution in of its own. Where
Yeah.
it's just like every con I go to, there's a little tweak here and there, or a little addition. Partly from a practical standpoint. That I mean that's
Mhm.
why the satchel that I wear replaced that little leather pouch that used to be in its place, because I store all the necessities, that I like, my cell phone, my wallet, some
Oh
food
yeah.
or whatever. It's actually a I think a Korean era military butt pack.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I utilize it. It still has that that musty smell that you get with this surplus equipment.
Army surplus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that smell.
yeah, yeah. Which I don't mind. It just it's on brand.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so that Ren Fair, it was one of the bigger ones here in Irwindale. Um,
Yeah.
and it was we went there for the first time back in, I want to say, 2021. And I'm like,
Okay.
okay, and it was my first time at a Ren Fair too. So I was like, okay, well, we're going. Let's do something. So I threw together like a simple, pirate outfit. Got inspired by the TV show, what is it, Black Sails.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm like, so I made the bracers, so I kind of like cobbled together little bits and pieces
Mhm.
from a bunch of different characters, and man, it was just such a fun time. So
My bad.
next year I was like, okay, like let's up the ante a little bit. So I got me like a half a cow, full on, like, I don't know, 12 square feet of leather. Made a
Oh wow.
hat, out of like a
Oh cool.
tricorn hat. A couple pouches, and and that little canteen. That was inspired by what's his name, Mr. Gibbs from Pirates of the Caribbean. So like a
Okay. Yeah.
little leather, rum canteen, and
Hmm.
it was just such a fun time making it, because I mean, it was essentially my first leatherworking project. The hat was, and my fingers
Yeah.
still hurt from hand sewing it,
Oh, I bet
and
so.
hand
Yeah.
stitching it, but it was such a good time. Like, that was like the first time where I really made something and wore it, and
Yeah.
man, it's been a wild ride ever since.
Yeah.
But the
Ren
rent.
fairs are a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We skipped that one last year, but I really want to go back this year.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
now
We've not been to
that.
one in several
We've not
years, but
gone to
yeah,
a Ren Fair in a long
we've
time.
been to a couple of them back
Yeah.
probably 7 or 8
Yeah.
years ago. But
Uh,
our kids
Kids
were
are
little.
little.
But yeah, we have to go back too. That'd be
mhm.
fun.
Get a leg of mutton.
Maybe you could dress up.
Yeah, do like a medieval version of it, or something like that.
Always like online whenever you see somebody dress up like in a Star Trek
Hmm.
cosplay or something, and they go to a Ren fair, so it's like they've traveled back in time or
Yeah,
something like that.
because they do the RenCon days, they call it. So it's basically just like everything, like a
Oh,
mashup of
okay.
everything. So, and I think it was one of the comedians that are there. What's his name? Brune, I think, if you want to look him up. He has a pretty good act, and he was saying something to the effect of like, I don't understand why there's a pirate day at a Ren fair, because like every day is a pirate day at a Ren fair. Like they always show up, and it's so true.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I love the whole privateer pirate look. And just like, Comic Con or conventions, I mean, people go all out with their costumes, and same rules apply. It's just so incredibly creative, and
Yeah.
seeing all that is just, again, the escape from reality is totally valid here,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I just love seeing all that. Um, but yeah, you guys mentioned that you're enjoying the show very much. Um, how do you like it better now? Do you like the season two better now than season one? Like, what are your
What do you think?
what's your
Yeah,
thinking
Brett.
process?
I'm loving the show in its entirety.
Hmm.
I love the backstory. I love what's going on with vault-tec,
Hmm.
with Barbara.
Mm.
Hmm.
Um, it's just crazy to watch all this play out. And it's just really interesting. I think both seasons are equally just
Mhm.
as good. That's
Mhm.
what I'm gonna say. I
Yeah.
don't have a favorite right now.
Excited to see how season 2 is going to end and kind
Mhm.
of how they leave us set up for the next season.
Mhm.
But yeah, I've really enjoyed all the NCR stuff in season 2 for sure. I mean, all the nods and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily like where the NCR's at in
Uh-huh.
the show, but like I'm hoping it's going to be like a rebuilding thing with them, that they're
Mhm.
going to, maybe the next season will be them kind of coming back. But we'll see. But no, I've enjoyed just that they kind of tossed everything out and just said, this is what it's like. It's different than it was at the end of the game.
Mhm.
So I've really enjoyed what they've done.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not sure if you've been following any of the after shows that we've been posting, but I mean, you you mentioned one of the points that keeps coming up over and over, and that's the state of the
Yeah.
NCR, within the show.
Mhm.
That I mean, we got way more than in season one. I mean, we
Yeah.
finally got to see some of the Rangers, but yeah, I think they're building up to something big. Whether it's going to be some big showdown, either
Yeah.
tomorrow or in the finale. But I think we're definitely going there, and we're just kind of theorizing that this season's probably not going to wrap up all the stories that we are
Yeah.
spilling over to season three, which I would prefer. Just to
Yeah.
take your time with it, develop everything the way it needs to be,
Yeah.
because there's a lot more to go over. That's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
But
I mean, that's the kind of show they could have. I mean, they could switch out actors, they could switch out
hmm
characters. I mean, it could go on for 15, 20
hmm
years if they really wanted it to,
hmm
you know,
yeah,
with just all the different stories and stuff they could tell. I mean, it's really unlimited what they could do.
yeah,
So we'll see what they actually do.
yeah. I mean, there's so much material, and just like
Yeah.
season one, season two kind of mirrors what they did for the first time in season one, where they stuck to the lore enough where I mean, all the Fallout fans know instantly what's going on, but they also
Yeah.
introduced something new. And like the way they did it in season one is basically they introduced a new vault, new people,
Yeah.
by setting this, as the latest installment of Fallout anything, so
Yeah.
like we're about 10 years after the events of Fallout 4, which kind of gives you, the creative freedom to kind of explore what the games haven't yet.
Yeah.
Now with season 2, again, 15 or so years after New Vegas, which stands to reason that a lot of the stuff would be, either vacant, destroyed, dilapidated, or whatever. Like
Different.
15 years
Yeah.
is a long time.
Yeah. For sure.
Anything can happen in that time frame, but Fallout New Vegas being what it is, where it's basically the majority of Fallout fans, right? Like you got Fallout New Vegas, and then you have the rest.
Yeah.
So this,
Yeah.
this this was absolutely crucial to get a firm grip on replicating the landmarks, the stuff that people really enjoy and take out of the game.
Oh,
Granted,
yeah.
we didn't really get any of the characters, like the main characters
Yeah.
per se, besides the king, who
Yeah.
met his unfortunate end.
Yeah. No
Um,
kidding.
but I think the way it is right now, I don't think it's necessary to introduce characters like, I don't know, like Boone, and all
Yeah.
these characters that you really get to meet in the game, just because. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think fans would love it, all
Oh,
this
yeah.
fan
Yeah.
service and everything. But I
Yeah.
also think that, by not introducing them in its, like definite, or in the capacity where it's just like he has in terms of Boone, where he has a role to play within the show, it makes the universe bigger. Like you don't have to connect all the dots. Like we want to see more, what happened past the events of New Vegas. At least I do.
Yeah.
Um,
Same here.
and I don't know, like with two episodes left, um, I think there's definitely going to be a big battle. My prediction was that
Yeah.
we're gonna get the Death Claws pitted up against some bigger NCR outfit, and once everything is said and done, the Legion's gonna roll in, and like and um, follow the events,
Yeah.
of their earlier skirmishes, because I don't think we've seen the last of them yet.
No, I'd say not. Yeah.
But no, man, I've been enjoying the heck out of it too. It's just I don't want it to end. Like we only
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
That's
two
where I'm
two
at
more
too. Just 8
episodes.
episodes a
So
season is
so
not enough.
short, so
Hmm.
short.
Yeah, not enough.
But
You
it's
go back to like the 26 or whatever they
yeah.
show used to do back in the old days.
Oh, I miss those days.
Yeah.
I miss them so much, but I mean
Yeah.
it's understandable. I mean the budget's so much bigger, per episode,
Sure.
and like
Yeah.
all the CGI and whatnot. Which on
Yeah.
that, I think it's so refreshing to see that most everything is practical. They're using puppets and puppeteers, and I mean they're shooting on film, and it's
Yeah,
just
it's
you
interesting
can
too.
really see that
Yeah.
it's definitely not a lost art.
Yes.
It's just there's a certain aesthetic to it. I mean, you can use CGI. Like a lot of shows have been using the volume. That basically projects the environment, and
Oh yeah.
you're just set into it, and you don't have to rely on real world conditions. Lighting becomes really tricky when you're outside. This way you can just rewind back and redo it. But
Yeah, it's true.
even with that, I mean, they load up, real world pictures and footage, so they have that. I think they did it on the Mandalorian, where they actually built the model replicas to scan up, and load up into the volume, because they needed to get the reflection just right, and
Oh, I see.
they weren't getting the right kind of physics out of just the CGI model.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but a ton of it is always practical, and it just feels different when the actor can interact or look at the real thing, like the death claw. I mean that
Yeah, that
thing's.
was really cool to
Yeah.
see.
Hmm. I mean,
And
it's
yeah, it was
absolutely
amazing how
terrifying.
realistic it looked. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
terrifying for sure.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
And I think it was Walton Goggins who said in an interview that it's just because I think he was asked, like, what does it feel like, when you look at the death claw? I mean, that must be, and I'm paraphrasing here, it must be like incredibly real, or just like visceral.
Mhm.
And he was like, because it is, like
Yeah.
you're literally looking at that monster, um, in its entirety. I mean, it's controlled
Yeah.
by like
Yeah.
5 people, but it's there. You're not looking at a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's so incredibly refreshing to have a show like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was so worried whenever the show first came out. There's, as you know, the history of video game
Hmm.
adaptations on television and movies has not been great.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was really worried about Fallout. But they've done such a great job. It's just been incredible, and we loved Westworld, the show they'd done
Hmm.
before this,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was such a good one too. I felt pretty good whenever I heard that they were the ones taking over it.
Hmm.
But yeah, they've done an incredible job.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, like you mentioned, I mean, it's incredibly tough to um, adapt a video game into a show like that, where you get the substance, and the where it becomes so believable. And I mean, you can never satisfy everybody, but
No,
No.
I mean, given the amount of nominations and awards that it's received since its inception, I mean, it just speaks for itself. So,
yeah, I think so.
and just going back to the convention scene, right after season one wrapped up, it was so cool to just see, like so many Lucy's, and
Oh
in
yeah,
wedding dresses,
Yes.
with a stab wound,
Yes.
and stuff like it. It's so cool to see how quickly it just sparks up so many different cosplays and different takes on it, and so I can already see a bunch of new ones being born just from last episode, because like Lucy's obviously going to be wearing a new dress,
Yep.
so I was saying that it's like, yeah, I can totally see a whole bunch of different cosplays, and right after that I saw so many different accounts basically confirming that.
Oh yeah.
So I can't wait for that. I mean, we still.
That's definitely something we've noticed at conventions too. Is whenever
Mhm.
the show, once it concluded its first season, yeah, I mean, we just saw a huge increase in
Yes.
cosplayers out there doing the Fallout cosplay, and then also artists out there creating Fallout art,
Mhm.
which has been really neat. Used to at a convention, you would go, and a lot of times it might just be us, and maybe
Mhm.
one other booth might have some Fallout stuff, and now most of them have something, which is
Mhm.
kind of it's neat to be able to walk around and see all the Fallout stuff that is available out there for people, and
Yeah.
a lot of Lucy stuff, a lot of the ghoul, see a lot
Lots
of
of
the ghoul out
ghoul
there.
stuff.
Mhm.
Lots of ghoul stuff.
But
Yeah.
it is cool. It's neat to be able to see that kind of a measured impact where you literally really see more
Mhm.
cosplayers out, more artwork out, more people interested in it because of the show.
Mhm.
And I think that just bodes well for the games for the future too.
Hey, Faulty, need a trusty lantern to guide you through the wasteland? Look no further than this mini atomic reactor lamp from Punchitgraphics. Each lantern is unique, being hand-painted and weathered to match the look and feel of a post-apocalyptic universe. Makes a perfect accessory for your weekly game night or just to add some radioactive ambience while you chill. Don't wait. Grab yours today in our Etsy shop.
Yeah. No kidding. I think the expectation for Fallout 5 is just through the roof at this point.
No, for sure.
I mean, that's why I don't really have any, because I mean, honestly, I can't think of like which way they're gonna go with that. I think they're gonna drop the online aspect of it, maybe, just because 76. I mean, it's a totally different animal in and of its own, and I thoroughly enjoy it. The online community around 76, I mean, it's just as great as the Fallout community at large. It's just, I don't know. Like I went in from 4, and I'm not really a online game type of player, just because, especially when it's like a first person shooter or whatever, like dying in 3 seconds over and over is not my idea of fun, and it's just like
That's been
I
my experience too at most of it. So some teenagers sniping me from across the
yeah,
so I
that's all you do, I mean, you have the time to do it. Like I dedicate maybe an hour or two to the game every other week. It's just it's definitely not my idea of fun, and so I was just kind of hesitant at first too, not to mention the rocky start that the game had. So I waited. I didn't end up getting it until late last year, like December
Okay.
December of 2024. But ever since then, it was just like, I don't understand the hate that's still surrounding this game, because it's a totally different game. And what I've experienced was nothing but, positive. Like you load up the game, and being a newbie in it, and all of a sudden you get it set up with weapons, a full set of power armor, because people are just dropping it because they don't need it, so they give it to you. I mean, it was just so. It's been so much fun,
That's cool.
to this day, doing all the different seasons. Like, there's definitely a bunch of different mechanics, and some that I actually wish were in Fallout 4. Like when you're searching, the dead bodies or whatever. Like in 76, you have the option to search like a wide area of them at once. You don't have
Oh,
to
that's
go
nice.
one by one. So just that's pretty useful. But
That is nice. Yeah, that's cool.
but it's I'm enjoying like the slight differences between the different items, like the Nuka-Cola bottles, or some of the weapons, or the armor. Like, there's slight differences, and I like to see that. I don't
Yeah.
I don't need everything, like a cookie cutter type of thing. I like to
Yeah.
see the evolution of things. But yeah, it's been incredible so far, and
Yeah.
Fallout 5. And I just kind of I tell people like at this point, I'm not really on that hype train because there's so much to enjoy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like um I'm not worried about it. And
Yeah, it'll come out whenever it's
yeah,
going to, and I'm sure it's going to be great, you know. And
yeah.
it may take like 76, maybe it takes a year or two before it's actually ready,
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. So we'll see what it ends up being, where it ends up being set. I think
Hmm.
there's just so many questions out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing when it comes to the show, because I mean, I don't know, and we kind of discussed that at nauseum on the after shows too. But I think we're going to be moving east to where maybe season 4 and later we are going to explore the capital wasteland. Like I think we're moving towards Fallout 3 and the
Yeah.
Enclave and all that. Because I mean we had Boston in Fallout 4, so I don't think we're gonna go there for the live action. I think
Yeah.
there's been enough exposure when it comes to that, but I think we are moving east for the subsequent seasons. I would definitely
I
enjoy
could see
that.
them wanting to tie it in with 76 somehow too, with
Hmm.
the current game.
Hmm.
I could see them trying to tie it in there too.
Hmm. Yeah, I just actually it was last week, 2 weeks ago. I just found the ghoul in the game, so
Oh, nice.
he's in Ohio, and you get to do bounty hunting for him. Like
Oh,
you
that's cool.
you actually have to pay him to get the job.
Oh,
So I think it's like 5,000 caps per job.
yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, see, I kind of have this crazy theory
Uh-huh.
that maybe they're going to do a ghoul spinoff, and that's why they moved the celebration to West Virginia.
Hmm.
So maybe I heard that here first.
Yeah,
That was
or a
my,
second,
That's
a second
or maybe a
show,
second
like a
show that
spin-off
they're
Mhm.
doing
show.
some sort, because
Yeah.
there's so much that they have to
Yeah.
work with, and the reception has been so overwhelming.
Hmm.
I'm really hoping, I have my fingers crossed, they're going to announce a second show.
Yeah, I'd
Right.
like that. But we'll see what. Yeah,
You heard it here first.
you didn't hear nothing. We don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome because I mean he already mentioned on the show that I mean he's done a fair amount of traveling, from vault to vault, finding him empty or whatever. So and the show, I mean the game 76 being the earliest installment,
Yeah,
on
true.
the
Yeah.
Fallout timeline, it would make sense that he would be in Ohio or different parts of the country. So like I wonder if we're gonna see parts of his trekking through the different parts of the wasteland, which would totally make sense. Spin-off show, yeah, I'm totally down. I'm totally down.
Yeah, we'd watch it.
I'd watch it.
Oh yeah, I mean more Walton Goggins, as the ghoul. Ugh, sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up. What are your predictions as to his longevity on this show? When do you think he's gonna kick the bucket, or do you think he's ever gonna?
I don't know. It's interesting because I mean, Walton Goggins, of course, is the hot actor right now too.
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't know what other kind of projects he would want to do.
Mhm.
It seems like he's really enjoying Fallout and
Mhm.
like working on that. Um, but yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Mhm.
I hope he's on there for as long as he wants to be on it.
Right.
And as long as we want to be on it. But yeah, it's hard to say. I could see them pivoting eventually to new characters, new stories, new areas, like you were talking about,
Mhm.
and maybe these characters end up getting left behind at some point. So I don't know. What do you think, bud?
I just need for him to find his daughter. I need
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I need for him to get
Yeah.
closure with his daughter and his wife, and I just need to see that. I don't care what else happened.
Mhm.
I just want him to have closure with that, to know where his daughter
Right.
is.
Do-
That part of the story is killing me.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 2 kids ourselves, and it's that he's looking for his daughter, man. That's
Do you
that's
think?
deep.
Do you think he's gonna find him alive?
I hope. I hope he finds Janie alive. I hope he
No.
finds Janie alive. I do.
We've seen like their
The pods,
You know,
like little pods,
but
right?
they
And
were
we don't know
cloudy.
what's
You
in
couldn't
there.
see in them.
I know they
Yeah.
look disturbed. There looks like something's in Janie's. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know. But fingers
I'd
crossed.
say
Mhm.
maybe they'll all be ghouls as well.
Hmm. I think that feels like the more predictable route, and so that could be
Mm,
like a red herring, because like
yeah,
everybody. Well, I think the two most common expectations would be they're dead or they're ghouls, right?
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Uh, I don't know. Them being alive, I feel like feels better for the storytelling, just because I don't know. I think it would be so powerful in terms of Barb seeing him the way he is. 200 years later, like there's just I think there's gonna be so much exposition there that I don't know would make for a much more interesting outcome. For
Yeah,
them
that's
to
a good point. Yeah.
be alive. I mean, because obviously, actually, because my impression of the cryopods was kind of like what was portrayed on Stargate. It was like when you're in stasis, but you still age, yet like slowly. But I don't
Yeah.
know. Here on the show, like when Norm wakes up the 31ers, they seem to be perfectly preserved, because we have that one girl that was going for her interview,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
she
She
seems to
just
be,
got in the job.
yeah.
yeah. um yeah, I mean Norm's arc, it's just
Yeah, that's been a good
that's a
story
good one
too.
too.
I've
Hmm.
enjoyed that.
um
Yeah, I love Norm so much.
mhm.
I love Norm. He's one of my favorite characters. I
Yeah,
really like him.
I
I
think
remember him from Hannah Montana.
uh I think he's had the most dramatic development of his character so far, because he goes
Yeah,
from straight out coward hiding in the storage closet or whatever, to like
yeah.
leading a group of people and being kind of shifty about it because he has to,
Like
not.
bluffing them.
Yeah,
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 I mean,
yeah.
being able to bluff them through
Hmm.
that.
And but I was like, that was one of my main questions, was like, okay, so like we're dealing with a bunch of vault-tec personnel, right? So like, to what end are they going to be privy to the experiment and everything that's going on, or are we going to have people of varying degrees of, I guess, clearance, you would call it. And
Yeah.
now we kind of know, that some people, what was his name, Ronnie, clearly
Hmm.
overheard everything, so, and
Yeah.
he's like the zealot, that's really
Hmm.
devoted to
Hmm.
the mission of what's Vault-tec trying to do. And then you have the ones that are likely to be turned,
Yeah.
i.e. the intern or whatever. So,
Yeah.
and it's just it's been so incredible just kind of seeing Norm, trying to navigate it and being really selective of what he says and how he acts. And it's just it's a razor sharp edge when it comes to the balance
Yeah.
of
Yes.
keeping it all together. But and
Yeah.
so we need to see him in the next episode, because
Yeah.
he
Hmm.
got
Most
to.
definitely.
Yeah.
Hmm. Man, yeah, it's just that's why I think that there's going to be a lot of unanswered questions going into the finale, which I'm fine with, because I don't want anything
Yeah.
rushed, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, let's circle back to you guys a little bit, and when it comes to your creative process, be it the posters or props or crafting your own cosplay, what's that look like?
Yeah, I can tell you from my end. I always get a lot of inspiration from looking at like old, whether it be World War II stuff,
Hmm.
old movie posters, things like that. So a lot of times, what I'll do is just spend hours kind of going through and looking at
Hmm.
older designs that other people have made, and kind of looking for, um, things in the style that like will make my prints look like old retro style designs.
Hmm.
So a lot of times, my inspiration comes from like I'll have people at the conventions ask me for certain things. That's one thing I try to kind of please my customers with what they would want.
Hmm.
I also try to do though a lot of like things that I would enjoy as well too. So
Hmm.
Whenever I get started on something, the way I create my things is I don't actually physically draw any of it out. I actually create it all using pre-existing images. So,
Okay.
like say a photograph or a movie still or whatever it may be, and then like kind of graphic design, kind of making a poster that might look like an old propaganda piece or whatever it
Mhm.
may be. So, I don't know. One of my more favorite ones I made recently was one from the movie Boogie Nights that came out
Mhm.
back in the '90s, right? And I made one for the two characters in that movie. It's like kind of a spoof, like porno that's in the movie itself.
All right.
So like that was a fun one to make, and I was able to find a really nice image that worked perfectly with that.
Mhm.
I've also been working on a lot of Fallout stuff with cosplayers here recently, which has
Right.
been nice. Let's see who all we've had. What
Haxo Courier.
Haxo
There you
Courier? Yeah,
go.
we're doing Haxo.
Haxo.
Brian, American
American
Doughboy.
Doughboy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
91st
Cascadian.
91st Division Cascadian Rifles.
Mhm.
Let's see who else we got. NCR Sweetheart and Joe cosplay. Is
Right.
that
Right.
This is not private.
Oh, okay?
Don't put that one.
Cut that out.
Roll for damage.
Roll for
Mike,
damage.
Mike
I
did a
worked with
Lucy
her.
print
Yeah,
with her.
Nice.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we've been working with a few different people here lately on some different designs, and that's been a lot of fun too.
Mhm.
Just kind of coming up with some things for more for the community.
Mhm.
So yeah, we enjoyed that too.
Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying seeing those, and it's
Thank you.
no, I mean it's also great, you guys are incorporating the community. We were talking about it a little bit with Haxo when he was on, his collaboration with you guys, and I mean it's been like some great stuff came out of that. let me tell you that, and
Yeah,
and I know.
Haxo's made some amazing stuff too.
He
Yeah, I'm always
he
a big fan of his work
Hey,
for sure.
Bridge is a talented
Yeah.
kid. That
Mhm.
I followed him before he followed me back.
Uh-huh.
I would send his reels to Mike when Mike was out on the road,
Mhm.
and I actually listened to everyone's post.
Mhm.
I listened to their story music. I read the
Mhm.
captions,
Oh
and
wow.
he had his shack, and
Yep.
he'd use the term dilapidated domicile
Yeah,
in the caption,
That
and
sounds
that's
like
what
Haxo.
I messaged him. I
yeah. I
was like,
remember you
hey,
saying that.
I have artwork for you, and and we started messaging back and forth, and
Yeah,
he's really just a really artistic kid, and
Yeah.
I
yeah.
hope that we get to meet him over
Yeah,
the
I
next year.
know. I
Really
know.
have my fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
I
Hope we'll
got
make
to
it to one of the fan fests or something.
I got to
For
meet
sure.
his cutout. that's
Yeah.
that's got
There
to
you go. Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
have
got to
his
do it for
artwork
now.
in my house
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
I have Haxo's artwork in
Yeah.
my house.
He definitely has a knack for it. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it on his episode too. When I first came across his videos, and I was just like, I think I said something like, I see Haxo come out of his shack and I instantly click like. I'm a simple man. I see that and I don't have to see it through, and I know it's gonna be great because he has a very particular style, and it's just
Yes.
it definitely encompasses the humor that Fallout definitely you can find within the games, and it's the dichotomy of the humor and the gore, right? Where it's just almost ridiculous.
Yes.
Like with all this bad stuff going on, like how can you even crack jokes or be so nonchalant, but like people don't know anything else.
Yeah.
But no, he's been great, and like his videos and other collaborations. I mean, it's just so amazing. I mean, we're just commenting on some of the posts today that how great the Australian community, Fallout community is down there.
Yeah. I made that comment today about how gracious and generous they are.
hmm
And I want to say that across the board for the entire Fallout community.
Right.
I mean, they have been so generous and with us as far as Mike's artwork.
sure,
I mean,
yeah.
accepting me into the cosplay community. I've just,
Yeah, of course.
I am so overwhelmed by how much
hmm
I get back, and
Yeah.
I'm really happy that we're able to give to the Fallout community. I mean, it's really important. So.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, you guys have been great. I mean, it's I got your posters, which are amazing. I mean, I was over the moon when it came to the Lost posters, and getting that poster signed. I was like, That's
Oh yeah.
that was like one of the highlights. Short of meeting him personally. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so I can't
If
thank you
you
enough for
ever
that.
get the chance, Marty, you have to meet him. When
There you go.
I got your props
Yeah.
too, man. Thank you, by the way.
when he saw me come in the second time with the clipboard and the jacket, he was like, it was so cool. I've never met somebody and them take so many. He had his assistant
Mhm.
take like probably 30 pictures
Oh,
of
that's
us
awesome.
together. He was so nice. So I do hope you get a chance to meet him because it was really cool.
That's what I've heard about him. That like he likes to talk about Lost to this day. Where
He does
Yeah.
very much.
I mean, he was such an important and iconic character on that show. Where when I heard that he was going to be part of the documentary, I was like, that's awesome. Because the interesting thing about the documentary,
Wait, Marty. What documentary is that?
it's Getting Lost
Okay.
by.
Heard of that? Yeah, we not watched that.
I've
Yeah,
watched it,
Oh,
but
you watched it?
I
Yeah.
want you to give it a shout out. 'cause
Oh,
it was
I
really
do.
good.
I do.
And they used Marty's props in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
Thank
That.
you. That's awesome.
The,
Let's give them a shout out.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, Taylor Morden, and he's on Instagram too. And what's his name? The other producer, Casino Skunk, I want to say. He's a photographer, and Taylor's wife. I mean, it was just such an incredible project, and it was just a story, like getting involved with that, because it was just a shot in the dark, so to speak, because I missed the ticket run because it was crowdfunded, right? And so I was just I missed it by a couple days, and so I was just like, I emailed him, I DM'd him actually on Instagram. I was like, hey man, like I totally missed out on the tickets, totally my fault. I was wondering if, because like I make these props, so I was wondering if I can just like give you some of them, if you could, I don't know, like maybe get them signed, or just have them part of the documentary, or just for promotion purposes. And he gets back to me like in a couple days, which I never expected. And he was like, I think we can get you in. Like, we can get you tickets for the premiere or whatever, because it was going to be at a theater in Hollywood. It was actually the world premiere, and it was September 23rd, 2024.
Okay.
So 20 years from the pilot, and it had to be on the official Lost day, which is the crash date.
Yeah.
And I was like, it would be really cool to go. And so, long story short, like we ended up going, and it was like it was. I mean, what a night! Got to meet some of the actors. I mean, we had I mean, obviously Hurley, Jorge Garcia,
Nice.
Maggie Grace was there, Tanya Raymond, who plays Alex. We had Andrew Devov, so
Oh, yeah.
Mikhail, he was there.
Yeah.
So a bunch of them showed up. Arzt was there,
Cool.
So it was just such an incredible night. And then actually, having the name in the credits, as a prop maker, and the props being seen on the doc. I mean, it was so surreal. Like
Oh, that's awesome.
it really
Yeah.
was. But yeah, I don't know. It just felt so dirty, because like I didn't want it to seem like I'm trying to like weasel in, But
Yeah.
I was like, if you don't try, you don't. Nothing will come of it.
Yeah, and really, you would have bought tickets. They would have said, "Yeah, here's
Yeah.
2 tickets."
Yeah,
kind of
totally.
thing, I'm sure.
I think I actually asked them
Worked
too,
out the
like,
other way, which is
yeah, like if there are still tickets, like I'll pay for them. Like I just missed the window, and no, I mean, incredibly grateful to everybody
That's
that
cool.
that made it happen. They even had like the tickets were the boarding passes, the Oceanic
Whoa.
Airlines and whatnot.
That's awesome.
They actually had some of the props inside. They had the polar bear,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
because it all came from people that have collected these things over the years. And there's
Wow.
actually talks of a lost museum
Oh, that'd be
I
cool.
need to check on it again because it was basically gonna house like all the film use props. A bunch of people were gonna donate some of the original props too and whatnot. But yeah, that was
That'd be
great.
neat.
Yeah, I would definitely go.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Um, but yeah, man, what an experience for sure. And it's just
Yeah,
I mean, the again, the Lost community also great. It's
yeah.
there's
It's
a
much smaller than the Fallout
oh
community.
it
It's a much
is it
smaller
is.
community. But it's really cool because I'm starting to see a lot more cosplay
Hmm.
with Dharma and
Hmm.
stuff like that, which I think is really cool. Or just like I had some guy chase me down after I got all my pictures done, and he's like, "Hey, did you buy a premium package?" And I'm like, "No, I had to bring all this stuff myself." So I just think it's really cool that the show has been off the air for so
Hmm.
long, but people are still really interested to the point where like people are starting to cosplay it and everything
Hmm.
more. So I
Yeah,
just think that that's really cool that it's had such a long-term impact
yeah. It
because
it
it's an
it
amazing.
it definitely has, and maybe a little bit more controversial than Fallout. I'd say, in
Yeah,
certain
true.
aspects. It because it's just it's such a one of a kind show, right? And especially for the time it aired, I mean, it just sparked up so many different conversations, and I missed out on all that. When that was going on, I didn't get to go to Comic Con. When all
Mm.
of this hype was going on. So it's nice to still sort of experience that. All these years later, and
Mm.
because there was even something last year at a Comic Con that they were doing a Lost meetup at the San Diego Library. I didn't get to go to it, but I mean, I have since got me a jumpsuit, a tan
Oh, cool.
jumpsuit with a security patch on it, and got the boots and all of that. So I think that's going to be
Nice.
my more comfortable cosplay,
Mm.
outside the main Fallout event. So I think Thursday I'll do that, and Friday is going to be Fallout because it's much more comfortable, much more practical.
I bet. Yeah.
My
Um,
Dharma suit was the very first cosplay I ever
Mhm.
did, and it's
oh,
because I
nice.
wanted to wear a jumpsuit suit so I could bend over to get prints out
Right.
in the shows. And he and I
Yeah.
both had one. We had a
Mm.
show in Hawaii
Oh,
that we were
nice.
Mm.
supposed to do that got canceled because of COVID.
Mm.
Yeah, we did one show there, and then the
Yeah.
next time we were supposed to go back, we actually were going to go to the camp and stuff that's on the Lost show,
Hmm.
and yeah, it was during COVID, and we ended up not going, and we just
Yeah.
haven't been back. So we're hoping to make it back to Hawaii someday.
Right.
So
Yes.
Well, it's interesting you should mention that because I guess this would be a good time to kind of drop it. We started teasing it a little bit in one of the Lost groups, but there is actually going to be a podcast with one of the background actors. She's an other, and
okay,
so she's going to be sharing her behind the scenes experience and talk about everything that she's done on the show. So.
yeah,
So look out for that.
that
We're
sounds
we're
cool.
we're definitely thinking of starting it. Starting February.
Okay.
So been going back and forth, and
Yeah,
super excited to do that. Um,
we'll have to check that out
Oh, of
too. That's
course.
cool.
yeah. Um, but yeah, there's a lot in the works when it comes to that
Good.
project. So
Cool.
Good deal.
that's going to be another passion project for sure.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, just kind of steer it back to Fallout. You guys already kind of started doing that, but if you got anything else going on, any other folks that you want to shout out, go ahead and take the stage.
Yeah. Who? Why don't you go ahead
I've been
first?
thinking a lot about this because it's really hard. I don't
Hmm.
want to miss anyone.
Yeah.
I
I
get
don't
it.
want to miss anyone. It's like if I follow you, I
Hmm.
like your account.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Some of the stands out for me, and if I miss anybody, I am sorry. If
Hmm.
I follow you, I like you. But some of the Fallout accounts that I like a lot are Mrs. Fallout. I
Hmm.
think that one of her account
Mm.
with just everything about it, the aesthetic,
Hmm.
the education, the crafting, where to find stuff. Follow Mrs. Fallout. I think her account is wonderful. Um, the Fallout family is somebody. Their
I like
account, I
doing
love
that.
them so much. Call me
Agreed.
Audrey Deluxe. I love the Fallout family. I get like their episodes. I can't wait to watch their episodes and stuff. I really like them. It's a American Doughboy. He is a historical reenactor and a cosplayer. Some of his short videos.
I agree.
I'm gonna give a big shout out to Haxo Courier. I adore him.
Yep.
He's like a child. It's just really cool. He last year, after I sent him some of Mike's prints, he made a print with Mike and I in it, and it was just,
It was a unique experience.
it
That
was
very cool.
and the
Very
best
cool.
the best
remember seeing
compliment I can give. The greatest thing I can say to him is when Mike saw it, Mike was just like, "I'm glad he's not selling next to me at Comic-Con." I mean, just the font and everything.
He's so good, man. He's so good.
He's
And
good.
talented.
He's really good.
And talented.
Agreed.
There are so many kids on Instagram. I'm going to tag them in the comments. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start tagging people in the comments to thank them, because it would take me an hour to thank everybody that's inspired me, that's given me encouragement. It would take me hours to thank everybody that's bought Mike's art, engaged with it, shared it. I just want to say a big giant thank you to the Fallout community, because we really appreciate you. And if there's anything else we could do to give back, hey, just let us know. He just doesn't like to give away a lot of product.
I give away a lot of stuff.
I give away more. I do more.
And just real quick, too, I want to thank just a few quick people that have let me use them in my artwork before in the past, too. Zappit Props made a Make the Legion pay print with him years ago that people love, and that's been great. Mawia, I think is how you say her Instagram name, but we did a Women of the NCR print with her a few years back.
Right.
Absolutely love that one. People love that. Heliseer, we did a NCR print with him too, and I'm trying to think of anybody else that we've missed.
Roll for Damage.
We
She
got
was
Roll
in
for
a
Damage,
recent one. Great Pop Cosplay. She
Great
is
Pop,
gorgeous girl, super nice. I know her and her husband Tom. They're great people. She's a really cool. I'm trying to think. I know that we've missed people, and I will tag them in the comments.
Just super appreciative though to the whole Fallout community. We have met tens of thousands of Fallout fans over the years at the different conventions and stuff, and it's just so much fun just talking to people. And you always got a place to start with them. Just a simple question. Well, hey, what's your favorite game? And you've got a conversation right there that could go on for 5 minutes or 5 hours.
Right. Kind of like this one.
Love that. Yeah. So absolutely, I love that though. I love being able to have that conversation with people and just being able to share our mutual love of Fallout with all the fans out there. Again, just cannot appreciate everybody enough. So thanks to everyone.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna list all the people that you guys just mentioned in the description and all the posts later for sure. But let me just thank you guys too for being who you are and how absolutely. I mean you guys are assets to the Fallout community for sure. It's just no other way to say it than to say it, and your willingness to collaborate and put your skills together with other creators is just so amazing. And I can't wait to see what else you got what else you got in store. I'm sure it's a lot.
More to come.
Right. And I mean, I'm the same way, just like you said. More than anything, I enjoy the interaction with fans, other cosplayers, creators, artists, or whatever at the cons. It's just become, my number one, my favorite thing to do. I mean, besides the big ones, I mean, the panels are cool and whatnot, but it's just like I can't wait to get to the meetup, and just talk to other people and have a good time in that way. And that's just, it's important. It's just what makes the community great. It just makes it nice and warm and welcoming. And I think that's been really prevalent so far.
Marty, I want a moment because I want to address something because I want to give you a shout out
Oh,
that
thank you.
Fallout guy
Uh-huh.
and Cameron. What's Cameron's Instagram?
Toucam cosplays.
Okay,
And
yeah.
and you just that Fallout guy had a post about male body image,
Uh-huh.
and you all engaged with that and shared it. And I think that that's so important. And I just want to say good job on that, guys. That was
Thank you.
really important that you all talked about it. We're in a cosplay collaboration conversation group,
Mm-hmm.
and I see all the encouragement that you guys give to everyone, and just how positive you are, encouraging them about cosplay, about body image.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's really important because
It
men
is.
don't get the same kind of compliments and engagement that women do. And I just really, it meant a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have commented on it more when you guys posted it and talked about it. But that was really important. I was so glad that you guys shared that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So thank you. Thank you. And I hope more people see it.
thank you. I hope so too, and like you said, it is just kind of a weird reality that that happens in the cosplay world. Every now and then we do see that where it's just we don't like to see that, the negativity that can sometimes stem from somebody trying to do their thing. And whenever we see that, we shut it down, be it in the group, on
So I've seen
Facebook
you.
or
Yeah. And it is important. And just like the private positivity, like in the private chat rooms, like giving the positivity and being like, hey, don't listen. You don't need to listen. Because like if 3 people stopped you on the street and told you how amazing you were or how great you looked, you'd love it. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
it's like cosplay is for everybody, and it's for everybody. And it's like I don't want to get emotional about this, but it's really important. Let's all just do what we want to do and have fun with it.
Exactly.
And I just really that was real important that I say that because I still remember that post and I still think about it. And I was just proud of you guys for getting on there and sharing and being vulnerable. And that's really important. So thank you. Okay, I'm done with that.
Well, thank you for mentioning it, and it's always just like we try to do our part, like all the admins are within the, Wasteland market, both on Facebook or Instagram, like you mentioned in the private chats. It's just the right thing to do, Like I would hate to see someone, quote unquote, quit cosplaying just because they got discouraged by, someone that's obviously not in the right state of mind or just miserable or just downright hating, for the sake of doing it. So yeah, I just want to say it again that do your thing, do it however you please. And, like you got people out there that do care and that do encourage all of you out there. So, and I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, like you got questions and concerns, opinions, just ask away, like we don't bite. 99.9% of the community is extremely nice, extremely helpful, and you'll come across some very good people. But so I thought it'd be fun. Something that I want to start doing in these one-on-ones is just this little simple questionnaire. Nothing too big, but I thought it'd be fun. So question number 1, and it'll go to the both of you. If you were to be cast on the Fallout show, what role would you hold, or would want to hold?
Barbara Cooper or Stephanie.
You'll be one of the mains.
I'm Stephanie.
Yeah,
I
right.
love her so much.
I can see that. I can see why.
I've told him I'm going to get an eye patch and I'll just be old Stephanie with gray hair. Yeah. So I'm going to go definitely with Stephanie.
I like that.
I'd be good to be like a background ranger or something like that. Would be fine with me, or a soldier would be fine. So just to be like in a single clip of the show would be amazing. Just
Like
be standing in the background doing nothing would be great.
Kind of like Uncle Rico.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'd be Uncle Rico
with a squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Well, wait, Marty, who would you be?
Yeah.
Who would you be?
Who would I be? We kind of touched on that in one of the after shows. I feel like
Yeah.
Nuka Boy needs his own arc, you know,
There you
in
go.
the
Yeah.
upcoming seasons, you know. So like if
I'd like to see Nuka Boy
Yeah.
on that. That'd be good, man.
I was just kind of thinking, you know, like if they do anything with that, like Nuka World or whatever. I was trying to come up with, you know, so like we already have a bad guy, you know, we have that anti-hero too, which the ghoul is. So like, who would I be? Like, would I be a straight out villain, you know, or just that kind of character? Just kind of sitting in the shadows, you know, just doing my own thing. I mean, I do have a whole lore behind the character, and I will make that public one day. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think that'd be cool, and I think background character, like, I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Why not? But so another question: if you or like, what would be your job in the wasteland? Assuming you can hold a job.
I'll let you go first.
I would actually like to think that I would be a part of the NCR Ministry of Propaganda, and that's been kind
That's
of something I've
fitting.
been toying with a little. Yeah, I've been messing around with a little Instagram account, doing that too as a way to share like some NCR artwork and stuff. But yeah, I'd want to be somebody who works somewhere in the NCR doing something with their propaganda and posters.
Nice.
I think I'd be a vault dweller
Uh-huh.
who kills her husband and then runs away into the wasteland and maybe meets up with someone who works for the NCR propaganda.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right, all
I
right.
don't know which one I'd be, but
You're all the characters. You're all the characters.
So you being a vault dweller, what position would you hold inside the vault then?
Oh, I would just want to be a housewife.
Okay.
I just want to be a
Okay.
housewife.
All right.
just a housewife.
Yeah. I don't want any assigned chores, Mommy.
Right.
Huh? Everybody would have a job there, probably.
Firing up that atomic queen stove and
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
right.
I just want to be a housewife in a nice clean vault that's beautiful and everything is pristine, because that's something that he and I want everything beautiful, like in the vault.
All right.
He wants everything
Dirty.
like run weathered, like in the like he'll do his ammo cans and I'll be like, stop, and oh no, and then it's like all crazy and dirty
They kind of look like they've been outside.
with the bloody
Yeah.
fingerprints.
Yep. That's my justification for everything. Like,
Yeah.
what would it look like 200 years exposed to the elements, you know? That's great. So, okay, a housewife. So what would be your favorite food then from the wasteland? Pre-war or post-war?
I would say sugar bombs.
Sugar
I
bombs.
go Blamco mac and cheese, I think.
Right.
No, I'm gonna say sugar bombs.
I like mac and cheese pretty well. So
All right.
I like cereal. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with sugar bombs.
Nice.
What would be
So-
your favorite food?
So I always say, because my number one food, like for the character in the game when I play, I mean, I always do squirrel bits a lot, you know, and what's the other thing? I mean, besides chems, which would be buff out.
yeah, you give some buff out.
Yeah, I think it's the squirrel bits and like all the different meats, just raw, just eating it raw. I don't even cook it. But just for the first time ever playing any Fallout game, I just got my first perfectly preserved pie out of the
nice.
vending
Very
machine.
cool.
So like I would want some of that. I would want some of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad either.
Right. I mean, it says it's perfectly preserved, so no radiation and
Good.
not moldy, I guess. So, however that works. But I think that would be my choices.
Yeah.
All right. So, last question: what's your favorite character from across the Fallout universe? It's a simple, you know, unloaded question for sure.
Let me think for a minute. I mean, dog meat, of course.
Uh-huh.
You got to think dog meat because I
Right.
love having dog meat as a companion. Boone was good.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica. Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of good characters. Oh, who's somebody from the show or something?
I'm gonna go with the show,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna have to say that
Fisto. You got Fisto.
Fisto!
Got a poster for that too, folks.
Yeah.
Punchitgraphics.com.
There you go.
I really am enjoying the journey of the ghoul. I mean, I'm 51. We've been watching this. I so love Walton Goggins. I can't think of something that he's been in that we've not watched.
Right.
And just the whole journey of where he's trying, and I talked about this earlier, trying to reconnect with his family and how important that is, and seeing who he was and who he's become, but what he hasn't lost along the way. That journey is important to me. And I think it's really beautiful, and I love the storytelling, and I can't wait to see where they go with it. He has to find his daughter. I want him to find her so bad.
Right. Yeah. I think that needs to happen, and I think that's essentially where we're going. His story is definitely a powerful one. So yeah, I second that. I think my favorite character would be Dance, Paladin Dance.
Okay.
I was just so like, because here you have like this hard ass, BOS member, and then when he finds out that he's in fact a synth, I'm like, damn, and then you end up killing him too. It's just such a contrast, between those two realities. Like, 'cause like he's so against synths and ghouls, and everything. But it's I definitely enjoy that part of it.
That's a good choice too. That's good.
Just because he's such a strong character and whatnot, and then you just discard him like that. But yeah, no, great answers. I love it. We could talk for hours. I definitely don't want to take up more of your guys' time. We
have to trek back through the snow to get back to the house.
Right. Hopefully that hasn't snowed in over the hour and 45 minutes that we've been talking.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're by fast. Yeah, it's all good.
It just it flies. Time flies when you're having fun.
It's true.
Thank you for agreeing to this and jumping on. It's been so much fun. Thanks
for having us, Marty.
Oh, no problem. Like I said, I've been wanting to talk to you guys forever, and
thank
so
you.
that's
Thank you.
it's gonna be a good episode. I think people are really gonna enjoy that, and they're gonna get a little bit of insight into what you guys do and your stories, and I think it's a good way to tell them. So.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Marty, for sure.
Yeah, no problem, and doors always open. So I'm sure this is not the last time we've seen of you here on this show.
We're good.
I hope
we'd
not.
be happy to come back.
Not.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we're just gonna quickly wrap it up here. I've had your guys' handles and all that floating down there below. It's on the screen too. So Punchitgraphics on Instagram and Atomicmissycosplay also on Instagram. I know you guys have other platforms like TikTok also. So if you want to quickly mention that, I think it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Punchitgraphics on everything.
Right.
So.
I think I'm Atomic Missy too.
Right.
So,
Right. I know you guys are on Facebook too. You're part of the Wild Wastelanders Market. I see that your guys' interactions there too. So it's greatly appreciated, of course.
Yeah, man.
And it's just quickly let me tell people to go follow you guys. Go to punchitgraphics.com for all sorts of amazing posters and merch. Whatever con you go to, there's a fair chance that these guys are going to be there. Hit up their booth, like you mentioned. You guys carry so much stuff: bottle caps, ammo cans, posters, and all sorts of other Wasteland goodies, as well as other fandoms and franchises. We mentioned Lost, Supernatural, Star Wars. All sorts of different movie type merch. So definitely go hit them up. And with that, I'm gonna let you guys go and sign off, and hopefully, whatever else you got going on, everything pans out, and happy 2026.
Thank you, Marty.
Same to you,
Happy New
Marty.
Year.
Yeah, thanks for
Happy
having
New
us.
Year.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.